Hey y'all, welcome to Rochelle's cooking channel. Guess what? I had a viewer who asked me to make buttermilk biscuits. And so guess what I'm making today? I'm making buttermilk biscuits. So I'm gonna go over my ingredients with you and then we're gonna get started. So let me turn the camera around because I'm filming myself now. Uh-oh. Can this work? Okay, yeah, it's working. So of course, we're gonna do all-purpose flour. I'm gonna do 2.5 cups of that. I have some Crisco, which is some shortening. So I'm using this. I have a tablespoon of baking powder. That's in here. I have a teaspoon of baking soda. I have a teaspoon of salt. I have 2 tablespoons of sugar. I'm going to use 1.5 cups of buttermilk. And this is really cold. I just took it out the refrigerator and I just took this butter, which I'm going to use this butter. It's salted butter. And I'm going to grate this, but it's frozen. I just took it out of the deep freezer, so it's frozen. So I don't want to handle it too much. And then I'm going to use my Ninja. And I'm going to put this shortening and the buttermilk in here and blend it together because I want all that fat together because that makes a really good biscuit. And so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to do my flour and then I'm going to grate my butter into my flour. So before I do that, I want to fluff this up. You know, let's get some air in here. So, and you don't want to pack your flour down. You want it nice and fluffy. So, let's do this. You could sift it as well, but this does the same thing. So, okay. So, I don't want it packed down. So, I'm just going to put it in like this. I want it nice and airy. That's 1 cup. That's 2 cups. And I'm going to do 1/2 cup. That's about 1/2. Okay. And of course, I'm going to leave out some flour that I'm going to use during the process. Okay, I'm done with the flour. Okay, so before I put everything in, let me go ahead and put my dry ingredients in. That is my baking soda. I mean baking powder, sorry. Baking soda. My salt. And my sugar. Now I may put a little bit more sugar in there. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, and so let me go ahead and get this incorporated. Let me get a whisk. Let me get a small whisk. I got all kinds of whisks. Uh-oh, a small one. Uh-oh, no straws. Because I want to incorporate all of my dry ingredients well. So, this is what's up. So, let me go ahead. I'm going to put some flour on this because that helps the butter not to stick so much. So, I'm going to grate this butter right in here. And it's cold too. So let's get started. That keeps the butter, this flour keeps the butter from sticking to the grater. You can almost hear it. Butter is so frozen. When you get to the end, you want to kind of flatten your hand out to keep from scraping your fingers. Uh-oh. All right. One stick down, or one half a stick down. One half a stick to go. Put a little bit more flour on my grater. Careful when you get to the end. Flatten out your hand. Then you can get it all grated without hurting yourself. We don't want no skin in here. Look at that. Clean as a whistle. Okay, for now this part, you want to still incorporate it, but you don't want to handle it too much. You want to fluff it up. You want to make sure that all the butters are separated. And when you grate it this way, your butters will be separated. You don't want to knead it or anything like that. Hope you can see me. Can you see me? Okay. We're just separating the butters that I grated in here. All of my dry ingredients are in here. Okay. That's enough. Now, remember I said we wanted 1.5 cups of buttermilk? That's 1 cup. Let's get a half a cup going on. Now I may not use all of this, but that's okay. It's a little humid in my kitchen because I've been cooking all day. And so your flour really depends on the humidity. Now here is my shortening. And I'm going to put this in a blender to blend them together. Try to clean up as I go. This should be really quick. Uh-oh. Sorry about the noise. Make sure this is on correctly. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and blend this. I'll be right back. Okay. Just wanted to save your ears. That was loud. Okay, that's all done. Got my buttermilk all incorporated. Let me wash my hands real quick and then dry them. Or a well. Bring you up a little closer so you can see this. I actually had a spatula right here that I wanted to use. Yeah. And then we're going to go ahead and incorporate our shortening and our buttermilk. Now, you don't want to overwork this. At all. It's supposed to be wet and sticky. So if it's wet and sticky, that's what you want. Cut it in a little bit. It's gonna fold now. Right. Okay. Now I'm going to put a little flour down. Can you see me? Do I need to go over some? Out. Put it right out on the board. And I'm going to put flour on my hands, especially the palms on the side. It's going to be wet and sticky, so don't fear. Keep it hairy. Now what we're going to do is pat it down. Let's turn it this way. This is better because we want a rectangle. See this? Hope you can see it good. I have to adjust my camera. We're going to pat it down a little bit, and then we're going to fold and fold. Then we're going to turn it. We're going to pat it down again. Let's fold. Get some more flour. Then we're going to turn it again. You want these open ends. And it still feels nice and wet. Let's fold. Y'all see how this flour is staying on the cutting board? That's from that oil that I put on there. Okay, give me a second, guys. I need a little bit more flour, but I don't want to go to my flour container. With my hands, so just a little bit more, not much more. Okay, now we're going to pat it down. It's starting to firm up a little bit. Okay, let's fold. Probably got to do it one more time. Remember, we're not going to overwork this. Okay, one more time. A little bit more flour. Now, you could use a rolling pin, but I don't like really using a rolling pin. I didn't see my grandmother do that when Maddie would make biscuits. My grandmother was such a great baker, and she made biscuits. And so I'm trying to mimic her a little bit. Okay, let's fold one more time. It's starting to firm up nicely. I don't want it too firm. This is going to be the last time I do this, and then we'll start making our biscuits. Okay, let me press it out. Now, like I said again, you could use a rolling pin. My grandmother sometimes would use rolling pins for like pie crust, but not for biscuits. My hands are starting to stick, so I don't want my hands to stick. Now this is the last time we'll do the fold. Yeah, this feels good. Now you can make them as thick or as thin as you like. They're going to be good either way. Now let me get my pan together. I'm going to preheat my oven to 350. So let me do that now. up as I go along. Okay. Now, for my pan, I have some room temperature butter. I'm going to cut a piece off of. And just kind of rub it in. That was like a teaspoon of butter. Now you can use other things. You can use parchment paper if you like, but I just like the butter. Or if you have a non-stick pan, you don't have to do this at all. Unless you just want to. All right. My hands. When you're handling biscuits, you can't. Now this is not going to make a big batch, but it's going to make enough. Okay. Now, I don't know where my... So I think I want them this thick. Of course they're going to rise. And so I'm going to go ahead and start here. It's not enough. Okay. For this, ain't gonna handle it too much. Remember I said we're not gonna handle it too much. Kind of squeeze it together. Do it again. Kind of squeeze it together. Pat it down. And let's make some more biscuits. Uh-oh. Thought I was going to be able to flip that over. And you have that one biscuit, that one last biscuit. Let me see if I can make one. Okay there. And that's all that's left. We did good. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to refrigerate this for about 15 minutes, then we're going to plop it in the oven. Okay guys, it's been 15 minutes, and I am going to go ahead and put these biscuits in the oven. I have it on the oven for 350, and they're going to bake for about 12 to 15 minutes. We'll check them at the 12-minute mark. Okay, we'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. Now, I already ate one whole biscuit I thought was on camera. But my camera ain't acting right with me today. But I'm going to show y'all this. Because let me tell you something, baby. These biscuits, look, let me try this again. Look at this. Can y'all see this? Look at them layers. Oh my God. These biscuits are so tender. Now, it's a shame that I have to sacrifice my weight gain to eat another biscuit for you on camera. But Maddie Wilson's recipe is perfect. Oh my God, look how tender they are. Oh my God. Look at this. Look at that. Oh my God. So good. My husband's gonna eat this whole plate of biscuits up. I already know that. Now this would be great with like some homemade strawberry preserves, or raspberry, or blueberry, or blackberry, or peach, or apple butter, or molasses, or honey and butter. It would go fantastic with any of those. And of course, it would go great with breakfast, like grits and eggs and cheese and, you know, some breakfast meat, like whatever breakfast meat you like, and some gravy. But I'm going to tell you something. What I need to do is I need to go get my biscuit cutter, because I can't find it, so I can cut these properly. But that don't have nothing to do with the fantastic taste, the tenderness, the layers. Look at it. You see how? Y'all don't understand. Y'all gonna have to make this recipe. Try this recipe. I dare you. Try this recipe, and I promise you, you're gonna thank me. You're gonna thank Maddie Wilson, my grandmother, who's no longer with us. She was born in 1901. I was born in 1959. And as a little girl, say 6, 7, 8, I would walk to her house, and it was always a treat because she always had something fantastic baked. When I spent the weekend with her, she would make us homemade biscuits or homemade pancakes that literally melt in your mouth. Waffles, whatever she made, whatever she baked was always the best. And so, this is to you, Maddie God rest your soul. The church loved you. your grandchildren loved you, your family loved you, your patriots who bought your cakes and pies loved you. And so my hat's off to you. This is fantastic. If it's good for me, can y'all imagine how great it was for her? So anyway, there's nothing like this recipe. So I implore you to please try it. You know, if you like this content, please subscribe to my channel. Like, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. Okay? When you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification button so you can click on all, so that every time I upload fantastic content like this with old-fashioned recipes from my grandmother, my oldest brother, my mom, my dad taught me how to make some things. I'm going to bring them to you one day. But, you know, comment. Tell me what you like to see me make outside of my grandmother's buttermilk biscuits, because they're really good. Until next time, till I get back on your camera, on your screen, please subscribe to my channel. Please like this. I have a request to make these and freeze them so Star can bake them when she gets home. I'm going to do that for you, Star. I'm going to actually make you some biscuits in the morning, and I'm going to freeze them. And when I come to your house on Saturday, I'm bringing them with me, and we're going to enjoy them together. Till next time, God bless you, and I will see you another time. Thank you. Bye.